extra hazelnuts out of my mouth. But what up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Want Me to Be Honest. You hear my boys. What's up, man?
What up with you?
Nothing. What up, D?
What's going on, fellas?
Nothing. You still winded?
Man, you can hear it in my voice, can't you?
I mean, like either you like chain smoked a pack of blacks before we got here, or something.
Dude, he's been nicotine free now for about 8 months now.
There you go.
So it's just the soccer then, right?
Yeah, now it's just the soccer kicking my ass, man. Let me tell you one thing. I invested in a good pair of soccer cleats today. And I am so happy I did that.
What brand you go with?
I ended up going with Adidas.
Oh, isn't that like the standard? Like Adidas is soccer.
So
right?
like I guess so. But you remember the Sambas? The Samba, Adidas Sambas, like they're white and black and they look cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess there's like a soccer cleat or an actual cleat version of that. So I ended up going with that one, the Copa something. Yo, I felt like I was out there moving. I felt good.
Light on my feet.
Sound good like
This big boy can move.
That's it.
You know, people were like shocked. You know, I kind of felt like.
I mean, they are like calling you on the phone and be like, yo, D, you're a good soccer player. Like,
You hustled today.
yeah, right?
That's the first.
I've never seen someone get like a phone call about how well they did in like adult league soccer. Like,
It's
like
like
they
everybody
scout and
was
be like
surprised.
that, like, you know, they're like, yo,
They
dude, they're
was
gonna come
shocked.
for you next
They was
season.
shocked. They happy to see him next week.
It was
That's
like, yo, we got a ringer.
Yeah, they're happy to see him next week.
So
That's what's up. I think it's pertinent that at our age, you do something physical, you get into some physical.
You got to get that cardio in,
Those opportunities come far and few in between.
That's
You
it.
know, and the longer you can stay in it, obviously, you know, guys, the benefits.
I'm just
Oh, no
I'm
doubt.
just doing it for the workout. Honestly,
Yeah.
Doing it for the workout and to hear my kid cheer me on. That was fucking cool today.
I miss.
That's
I
pretty
didn't
cool,
I didn't
man.
hold you. You hear him on the sideline. Attack the ball, Dad. Attack the ball. I was like, I guess that's what I sound like to him. So he's giving it back
He
to
flipped
me.
the script
running
today.
the same play.
Yo,
That's all he knows.
he said hustle.
Oh, he hit you like that too.
Well, quit jogging. Quit jogging, Dad. Nah, that's what's up though, man. And to see, like, for that to experience that.
Yeah, that was pretty
Your
cool.
child out there cheering you on. That's
Yeah.
that feeling,
That
man.
one was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
right. The
That's
role
what I'm saying,
reversal has
'cause
got to be dope.
as you get older, what opportunities you gonna have where
You-
your
you
son's
know-
gonna cheer you on?
Yeah.
I gotta shout out my wife to this one because again, this is another one where my wife isn't about stepping outside of her realm,
Mhm.
but she got out there and played today and was looking like, you know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
we Seve's parents. Like, yeah, this
Y'all
is
know what he
genetics.
do.
Like,
Y'all
yeah.
know what he do.
Yeah.
So-
You got to go out there and establish the dominance.
Right,
there,
like this
right?
is y'all see what he got. So, but
So what's been new, everybody? I mean, it's been a minute since we actually linked up. New location. We
yeah, we're out here on. We got
Wow.
the field crew today.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
time has passed
That's
since
different.
then.
we're trying something new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because let's face it, you gotta stay fresh. You gotta keep doing new shit, right?
That's
Let's
it.
try something different. Let's push the envelope. Let's continue to be uncomfortable, right? So, commitment on that one, guys. That's pretty dope. So, that's
Right.
all I got there.
Okay, so check this out, y'all. What's been popping lately? They're lifting the mask mandate, huh?
Yeah.
What's good with that? How do you
Take
guys feel
that
about
shit
that?
off.
No,
yeah.
I'm a bit of I've been labeled a bit of a conspiracy theorist, but
That's all those YouTube videos from like 2006. Then.
yeah, it's just I feel like it's a cop out of I think outside the box, and I don't trust many, and I always feel like there's a hidden agenda. But how do you guys feel about that?
The mandate being lifted, or
Yeah.
honestly, I think for me, I'm happy to see that it's going back to what we consider a level of normalcy,
Mhm.
right? So it's like I'm tired of walking around. If I don't have a mask, I'm getting looked at and judged. If I do
Mhm.
have a mask, it's like don't run up on me. I'm tired of don't put me in a situation because I don't have a mask.
Why the
like,
fuck do you care? That's my
like-
biggest thing. Is why the fuck do you care what's going on in my world? Whatever happened to minding your own damn business?
Oh,
Whatever
man,
happened to
social media. I'm sorry. You blame social media for everything.
You can. I mean, because there's
I gotta
a
stop.
factor.
I'm not gonna-
I asked you about that a long time ago, a few weeks back. And you said you can't just blame social media.
Yeah, you can't blame me for everything, right?
But
you could try.
can.
I mean, I think you can apportion some of the blame there, right? Like, or apportion some of like the misinformation that people buy into from that. I think you can, you can subscribe some of that to social media or the ability or the availability of misinformation. I should put it that way.
Yeah, that's
Right?
a given. I mean, you can't trust everything out there. There's tons of articles on anything, but like, do you feel that unvaccinated people should still wear a mask?
I think if unvaccinated people don't want to get sick and they're going to be in areas where there could potentially be a lot of COVID ability to catch it, then it's probably in their best interest. But this whole thing is about, right? It's like, does public health become politicized or
It definitely is.
yeah,
What do you
right?
mean?
I'm right. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it is. Is that right though?
It ain't about being right. It either is or it isn't. And I believe it is. Well, okay, for instance, why is the mandate being lifted?
Well, I think now it's the mandate's being lifted. In my opinion, if you're asking my opinion, I
Yeah.
think the mandate's being lifted now because it's like if you have a vaccine, you can wear a mask. You don't need to wear a mask, right? That's what it is.
Why did it change? Because
We want you to the government,
Yeah.
the CDC is encouraging people to get a vaccine. I think. I mean, and if you listen to like the slowdown in vaccine rollout happened, a lot of people got it, but now it's slowing down like significantly. And people aren't.
I think there's a huge population of people that aren't gonna get vaccinated.
Exactly.
But it's funny to me that it was until we reach enough numbers for herd immunity, we can lift the mask. But now it's like nothing necessarily changed, and now we're lifting the mask.
No, I think it's significantly closer to the percentage needed to be vaccinated. We're still not all the way there, but I think the CDC and the government are trying to encourage people to continue to get vaccinated, so that here's how you stop wearing a mask. Get vaccinated. That's kind of like their marketing pitch. Essentially,
Yeah,
why are you marketing me to go get this?
Yeah, right. Why are you
vaccination?
marketing
to get back to normalcy? I mean, I think that's what I think that's what it is, right? Because if in this whole last year, wearing a mask has been politicized, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So here's a simple way to solve that: just get the vaccine. No, doesn't need to be politics around the vaccine, right?
Why?
Why what?
Why do I need to get the vaccine?
So you don't have to wear masks, right? So you don't get COVID. Now it's your choice to get.
I don't care if I get COVID.
All right, then that's your choice, right?
It should be.
It should be. Okay, so if you die from COVID, which is preventable, it's your choice to do that, right?
If you die from the flu, it's your choice.
Yeah, right. But I don't choose you to give me COVID though either.
I didn't choose for you to give me the flu either.
All right. So I'll wear a mask if I have the flu or not go outside, right? Or
is that what's moving towards?
Well, I mean, I think
now?
I think that's it, right? Like, and I don't want to go if I have the flu in the future, and I have to go outside, I might wear a mask even if there's no mandate for it.
I respect that,
right? Maybe that's a thing that like would be beneficial for us, right?
Yeah, but are you worried about dying from pneumonia? Are you worried about dying from West Nile? Are you worried about dying from Ebola?
I mean, maybe if I was going to Africa, like a place where Ebola.
That's racist. That's racist. That's racist.
I mean,
shut that one down.
Really though. But no,
listening.
if I was going to, and I actually shouldn't
I'm
jump
listening.
the gun to Africa, but if I was going to a nation where maybe an Ebola outbreak was possible, yeah, I'd probably vaccinate. Like if I was going to, I don't know, you went to the Philippines, like, right?
Yeah.
Did you have to take any like shots or anything to go to the Philippines? All right. There are some countries though where you go and they highly, highly strongly recommend that you get vaccinated against like malaria and things like that.
Yeah,
right?
but normally,
so I would do that if I was going to go to somewhere where there's a high possibility of catching X disease and you can get vaccinated. It would make sense to do that.
So is it okay? So it's safe to say that there's a high probability that you can catch COVID.
Yeah, very transmittable.
But you won't necessarily die from it.
Right.
So why if it's my choice to take a flu shot, it should be my choice to take
I don't disagree.
COVID
I
shot.
don't disagree with you that the bodily autonomy of your individual health. I agree. I will agree with you 1,000% on that all day. I think it gets down to a sense of like, yeah, it's about you, but it's about like your community too, right? But is it about your? I mean, is it though? Is it though? Like
That sounds like a socialistic viewpoint right there.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm a socialist, so
All right.
sign me up. Like, yeah, I would much rather. I'll pay higher taxes if it means we all have healthcare or like our kids have good schools.
Yeah, I'm down for all of that.
So if we're talking about socialism.
Yeah,
sign me
I'm
up.
cool for certain aspects.
Listen,
Yeah.
I feel like I pay enough in taxes. I'm not willing to just keep paying more in taxes.
I will pay more if I get things in return.
Yeah, that's a different story for another topic.
Yeah, it's probably a whole other episode.
Yeah, but fuck that. You tax me enough, so you can go ahead and start using my money the best way possible.
You looked at me twice. I'm like, this nigga's not responding. I got you.
So
context clues.
But back to this COVID vaccine shit, right? It's like most of the times you get vaccinated and they say like, okay, you go. Can I? You go to get vaccinated and you're not supposed to catch it.
Right or wrong?
Malaria.
No, you can still catch it. That's like vaccine isn't 100% proof. No,
what is
vaccine
the flu shot for?
Proof.
What do you take the flu shot for?
To reduce your chances of getting that flu strain and being as sick from it.
So are we reducing the chances of getting that COVID strain?
Yeah.
Are we?
We are. And being susceptible to get infected from other strains that it could potentially mutate into.
It doesn't make sense to me because it's not necessarily, that's what's being pitched.
Yeah.
But that's not true.
What do you mean it's not true? I mean, obviously, like more,
it doesn't reduce your chances of getting COVID. Period.
Yeah,
it doesn't reduce it at all. All it does, no, it doesn't. To my opinion, I feel like all the COVID shot does is to.
Did you get it?
Fuck no.
Okay, so
you ain't got shit to say about it till you get it.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying,
I don't have to get it because you got it. Does that make you an expert?
I mean, from the research that I've read,
what about the research that I've read?
All right, well, what sources do you have?
Enough to have in a shot.
I mean, yeah, we could compare sources and gut. Like that's
all
Google University, motherfucker.
Yeah, we should. That's absolutely.
But that's not what I'm here to do.
Okay,
Google University.
What if you're saying what are the percentages that you're reduced by getting the vaccine? Then be
I'd have to pull the research that I have up, but it greatly reduces your chances of getting COVID.
No, it doesn't. It greatly reduces your chances of dealing with the.
No, it also reduces your chances of getting it and the severity. Both. It does. You can still get it. Any vaccine. I could get a shot for polio and still get polio. That's how vaccines work.
Because it's a different strain, right?
No. Polio is different. But
polio. Once you got the polio shot, polio was done.
Right.
Polio was eradicated.
Right. So if we could eradicate COVID by getting a vaccine,
we created.
But you can't eradicate fluid. The flu. We did.
We could potentially eradicate the flu with mRNA vaccines.
You think that we didn't create COVID?
You think it came from a lab?
Yes.
Maybe.
I
would say that they are studying COVID strains in labs, but I don't necessarily think that this came from a lab.
I feel like this is,
I forget what the general. Go ahead.
I feel like this is like the new modern warfare.
It is because this is what it has done is put you. You talk about discrimination. Okay, it has this issue has either put you on this side of the fence or the other naturally.
Well, I mean, hold on. And that's the problem I have with it is science shouldn't be something we have to be politically.
But it is.
It sounds like
there's money to be made,
and that's it. It all comes back. It always comes back
like this,
to dollars and cents.
If people start uniting, right? Well, we're gonna separate them by race.
Okay, right.
Well, we're moving past that now. You're starting to see a lot more people come together as a unity and here and there. But now it's like
we got to drink from the unvaccinated water fountain.
We have to keep them separated. We have to keep
the unvaccinated.
Right. Like if you're vaccinated, you come in the front door. But if you ain't vaccinated, you got to go around back.
I mean, and now this is
show me your papers like it's Nazi Germany.
And it's like, are we discriminating against that to everything? Now I realize we're not there.
Like you could potentially stop being our friends because you're vaccinated and we're not.
Why would I stop being your friend because you're not vaccinated?
because like,
There's
your
going to be
choice.
people, but there's going to be people within your circle who feel a little more extreme than you.
Oh, they probably are. They're
and
probably
they might stop talking to you because you talking to us.
Then let them stop talking to me.
All right.
All
I feel you.
right, that's cool. If you want to if someone
He said, I got time today.
I mean, listen, we can debate. I talk about things, debate about things, but I don't think that I would hope that we can remove, because then I think all right, so this was just like a real bad respiratory disease. Well, what happens when it's like the next big zombie apocalypse thing that you need to just medical issue that divides the country even further?
That's what it is right now.
You know what I'm saying? This is the practice run.
That.
Yeah.
Yes, we're definitely moving towards that. I'm not opposed to anybody getting vaccinated. That is their choice. I'm not going to say don't get vaccinated. If you are comfortable with it, go. I understand the principle behind it. What I'm bothered with is that those same facts don't necessarily hold much weight for a person that, if they catch it, is still gonna survive.
Oh yeah, if you're in a category where
99,
I get it.
7, you got a 0.3% chance of dying, and those people, if they caught COVID or pneumonia, could probably check.
I get it.
If they caught, I don't know,
chickenpox.
Yeah, but what if
shingles?
But what if that
long-term shingles? I don't know.
0.1% though, it just hits them, right?
Yeah.
And you could eliminate that 0.1%. If you could, some people want to do.
But you can't.
But some people
because it's not 100%. It'll never be 100%.
Right.
So you can't account for that. If that's what the number is, 0.3. That's just the game you play.
But if I can get 0.3 down to 0.1, why wouldn't I take that chance?
Because it's impossible. It's impossible.
But
it'll never.
If I'm 0.3 now, but I'm saying if I'm 0.3 now and getting the shot can get me to 0.1.
You got a bad marketing tactic here for the COVID shot.
Well, and I think it's like this, right? If they would just because we're trying to make it one or if or, right? But if we just said, hey, listen, you can get COVID if you don't wear a mask. You can either wear a mask, get a vaccine or not. It's your choice.
That's not your choice. That's not your choice. That's not a choice.
It's not a choice. That's what I'm saying. But if we
you're not going to tell me what I can choose from. If I choose to wear a mask
that,
or not wear a mask because I have a shot or I don't have a shot, that's my American right. What did he say in that movie? I know my rights. I got my rights. I'm not going to wear a mask if I don't feel comfortable.
It's your right to get me sick, though. It's your right to get me sick?
No, it's your right to
protect yourself.
Right.
It's your right to protect yourself.
Right. So I should then I should wear a mask.
That's what you want to do.
I got vaccinated.
If that's what you want
and I'm wearing a mask, right? And then we should be in public and you should so I guess I feel some sort of way that people should have also personal responsibility not to put others in situations where they could be
keep your ass at home when you get sick.
There we go. We solved it.
You got a cough, you got a tickle in your throat.
Look, we solved the COVID crisis.
Keep your monkey ass at home.
You should have put us in charge in the first place.
Till then, keep living your life.
Shut the fuck up, and if you go out, you going out.
And that's it.
Protect yourself.
If you want to put yourself in a bubble and breathe your own fresh oxygen, go ahead.
Bottled air. I'm telling you, bottled air, bro.
But you can't be mad at another person. It's almost like, okay, we all, the same pitch that you just touched on, right? As soon as the gas went down, was niggas thinking about their neighbor's gas?
You mean gas went up?
No, when the gas pipeline got hacked and the gas shortage happened in the southern states, specifically North Carolina, was I getting gas and getting another jug from my neighbor? No, motherfuckers was hoarding gas. We ain't thinking about your neighbor.
Well,
what do you mean?
All right, let me use another.
Where's the humanity then?
Do you drink and drive?
Yes.
All the time?
Shit.
No.
Purposefully, you drink and drive?
I choose to put it on the line when I deem to. If I go out with my wife and I have 2-3 drinks, I know my tolerance. But legally, I might be over the limit. And I choose to drive home.
Okay, and then you right? So you choose to do that, right?
Yes.
Does that make it right though?
No.
Right. So what I'm saying is, if you're sick and people are choosing not to wear masks, it doesn't make it right.
It's not about right or wrong.
No, but the same thing about drunk driving though, right?
It's not
about right or wrong.
Because it's not about right or wrong.
See,
You assume the risk.
Though.
If you are worried about driving.
Yeah, but you assume the risk for other people though.
Fact check.
Yeah,
fact
you do.
check.
No.
Fact
If
check.
you drink and
Drunk
drive and
driving
hit someone and
way
kill
more
them,
killing.
you chose the risk for that person.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
choose
you
the risk
did.
for that. I chose my own risk.
And then it infected that person, that
So,
other person who didn't choose to drink or drive.
Okay, so is it safe to say that
I don't support drunk driving, by the way.
I'm not
Yeah, I'm not
supporting
either,
drunk
but I'm
driving.
using
That's
that.
not what
But I'm saying like we could look at it in that same lens.
we've
though.
all had a drink where we said to ourselves, "We can drive home." B, you've thrown the parties. I've seen.
Oh yeah, no.
leave.
Listen,
Okay, so it's not about supporting drunk driving.
No, yeah, that's
not
not.
at
I'm
all.
just using it as an
I'm
example in this
asking you.
situation.
I'm asking you. When you choose to get into a car, do you assume that other people are fucking up out there?
Absolutely. So do you wear a seatbelt? Right.
That's your choice,
That's
right?
it, right?
That's your choice. You can't assume that everyone's gonna do right.
Right.
So protect who?
Yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
But do you
So-
take? But on the like, okay. So in that same situation, when you drive, do you take precautions to protect others on the road?
It's called defensive driving.
Right.
I'm not a defensive driver.
Okay. But other people are though, right?
Some,
they
yeah.
take precautions to like make sure they're not like because there's liability and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
I don't run red lights.
right. So you take precautions
Right.
already, right?
Right,
So you're
right.
so
And you're assuming that other people aren't going to run red lights, but if
But they do.
they
Right.
do, and you
So you
still
take
choose to
precautions,
drive,
though.
right? You still choose to drive,
Yeah,
right?
Right. Yeah. And you take precautions. So I'm just saying that like people should take you take precautions for others.
They do. That's why I said,
Right.
I'm assessing myself. I can drive home. I'm not driving drunk,
but not everyone thinks like you though.
I know and I'm only speaking for myself.
I know, and that's
I
what we
know
all
when
can
I'm
do.
drunk and when I'm not drunk. And if I say to myself, babe, we're cool. Yeah, I got us. Then I got us. If I say, hey, babe, you got the keys this time. She got the keys. I make that decision. I'm not saying, nah, babe, I'm fucked up, but you definitely ain't driving. I got us. No, I never make that decision.
So now does that decision? So in our context of this conversation, do we carry that decision making over to health now too? When we're talking about like, I don't feel good, I'm not going to go out, or hey, I
mean, is the
I have the
fear-
sniffles, I'm not going to go to work today.
If the fear is, I have the sniffles, I don't want to kill somebody, that's a whole different narrative than
Keep your ass at home.
If you get the cold and I got most times, let me ask you this. How often have you gotten sick and you knew where you got it from? Fucking never. Okay? The shit just happens. Okay? So I don't want to hear, okay, stay your ass at home. People need to live their lives. If I'm a single person, okay, now technology is what it is because there's other parameters. But if I'm a single person and I need to go get fucking groceries or food or gas
There's an app for that.
the technology, but I'm not saying everybody's going to specifically choose to do those things. If I have a sniffle or a runny nose, I'm not going to shut my life down because I don't want to infect.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm going to go. I'm
Sorry.
going to church with a runny nose. I'm going to work with a runny nose. I mean, there's a difference between being sick and being ill. If I have 105 fever, no, I'm not taking my ass into work.
Right.
If I have bronchitis, pneumonia, and walking pneumonia and whatever the fuck else, no, I'm not coming to work. But you're gonna tell me, you know what people do when they cough or they sneeze?
I don't
They be like this, especially around now. Allergies. How the fuck they know? Just because they're not down bad yet? They may never get down bad, but they could still have something other than allergies.
Well, and I think that's the
don't
whole
agree with
point
that.
of like
I don't agree with that right there.
You don't have to.
So yeah, I feel as though because of that point, if you have a runny nose,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what that is until it affects you. So if you are coming down with something crazy behind that runny nose,
You don't know yet until it happens.
right? And because you don't know that, you've infected everyone else around you, and they've all gone down because of you.
Who have you got mad at for getting you sick?
Who have I got mad? My
Mhm.
wife.
That's close proximity.
Exactly. So I don't know no one else who.
But if it didn't come from her and she's just catching these bars for no
matter.
reason, it does matter.
In this case here, all I'm saying is
It does matter.
if you're sick, you got a cold, you don't feel well
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason,
stay your ass at home.
keep your ass at home.
Hmm.
And I think what the other thing is, if people wouldn't abuse the call off system or their PTO time or whatever it may be, it may not be such a fucking what's the word I'm looking for? It may not be such a stigma because I got 32
Hours of sick time, yeah,
right. But if you're genuinely sick,
I don't agree with that.
I don't think you should have to put a number on the amount of time that you request to be sick.
You
or
can't
if
expect.
you have kids that if my house goes down, I can't send my toddler
I get that.
So
now
that's
you operate on the same type of
right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and now with like certain jobs being allowed to work from home, how does it, so now, all right, so that's my question now, right? Like, all right, let's say you work from home. What happens if you have a sick day? Can you actually take a sick day if you work from home now? And then, if you do, does that mean like you don't answer email or not? You know what I mean? Like, how do we define?
I don't know.
Like,
I'm not in that sector, so I'm
so
let
like
you guys figure it out.
those are the things that like. So now, like when we talk about like changing the whole dynamic of things, that's it. Like, and I hope like no one listening thought that like we're not like at each other. This is a conversation of how things are going to change. Like, is this how society changes? Like, do you wear a mask during flu season now? So maybe because you don't want to get it.
If you want to.
Right.
If you want to.
Exactly. And I'm hoping that maybe
mandatory. And if you choose not to, you shouldn't be looked at like a fucking alien.
And if you do choose to, you shouldn't be looked at alien either. Because exactly.
What happened to just letting people do what the fuck they're going to do and respecting yourself and understanding that there's going to be error. Everybody's not good. Everybody doesn't think like you. Like everybody has gotten on these, you're either this or that. Fuck all that. Just do what the fuck you're supposed to do.
You know what? To piggyback off of that and just kind of change gears a little bit. I was at work the other day and I was working with a couple and, they were asking for a little bit of, they were making the situation a little bit more difficult than it needed to be, right? So when it comes to locating vehicles right now, it's a very tough market, right? So the wife says to me, like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be so picky. We're not normally this picky. And the husband stops her. And his reply was, yes, we are. We do this every time. Why aren't you being real with yourself? And I had to give that man a high five because I said, I don't think enough people are taking accountability for their own actions or for their own self, right? Like it's easy to point the finger at other people.
Right.
And she's like trying to feed this, like, oh, we're not really like this. He's like, nah, bitch, we like this.
Just like that.
This is what we do. And I said, because of that, I can move forward. Let me get the perfect
accountability is out the window though in today's age.
I don't know
why.
I think
I
that
don't
is
know
the
how
issue.
It happened.
I think that is the issue where not enough people take accountability for their own actions.
Right.
And I'm not talking about I'm just talking about in life in general.
A lot of people live like there's no consequences.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is because they haven't had to face consequences for things that they've made. And if you don't have to do that growing up, you miss a lot on that growth as a human. Like, I can't fuck up because if I do X bad, Y bad is going to happen because of that.
Right.
Well, isn't that like, not to spin off on a different tangent, but like the baseline of religion? A lot of people believe what they believe because it gives them a baseline of morality. The fundamentals of religion, doesn't matter what religion it is, be good.
Be a good person.
Be a good person, take care of your neighbor, but, care about other people's well-beings. You know what I'm saying? Generally, those are like the baseline.
The golden rule, right? Treat others like you want to be treated. Right?
You know what I'm saying?
It's so hard.
And there's people who still, whether they believe or not in any type of religion, even if you don't believe, what is then your moral baseline?
Your moral compass. Yeah. Do you have one?
Do you have one? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, people are still going to be people. That's what sucks.
You gotta take it.
There is no utopia. No. And if we're trying to move towards, I think that's the wrong direction to move because that will never happen. So let's figure out a different situation.
I think the way to get to utopia is you have to accept people for who they are.
We've been fighting the fight as an African American, we've been fighting this fight for a long time.
I gotta accept you for who you are.
Yeah, you should. As anybody, you should.
You say you should, but like you literally have to. Like, and until everyone gets on that narrative, I think that we could have reached a utopia. Because at a certain point,
it'll never happen.
I mean, I don't know the future.
Utopia.
I mean,
Okay. Well, we'll see. What's your timeline? Not in our lifetime. When? Tell me.
I don't know.
5,000 years?
Again,
100?
I don't know.
I'm just curious. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but
Then don't hope for utopia.
I'm not. We need to figure out something else because people are going to be people.
Be angry. It's again. I think that if that was the way to get to utopia, the moment people accept other people for who they are, regardless of what the fuck your background is or which way you're going, the moment you do that, I think then that's what it releases that pressure.
Yeah, that's definitely that's the
But I don't have
that's the yellow brick road to get to utopia.
So but nobody wants to walk down that one, huh?
No, I'm gonna take this one way. Ooh, look at that.
How often do you catch yourself going out of your way to do good for other people?
You know what?
Or have you gone like
often?
And how do you define
outside your house?
All right.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Well, let me. All right. So all right. Is this an example of doing? I don't think this is doing good, but it's just the natural course of just being a human person. So I'm driving the other day from work, and homeboy's crossing the street to go to the post office, and he maybe I wasn't driving too fast, but I was trying to get to the stoplight. But I slowed down, and he saw me. He was trying to hustle up, and his money fell out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I just honked the horn at him, and he looked, and I'm pointing. And he got his money, but dude stopped me and wanted to thank bro. You don't gotta thank me. I don't want to see you lose your bills. But
so you consider that doing good? By telling someone when they drop their money.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that's not told him.
Yeah, could
I'd have pulled the fuck over and picked it up.
That's what I'm saying. No, I know, but some people say, well, that was my good deed for the day. Well, no, it was just being a human person. I don't want to see what if that was homeboy's last $10 or whatever. I mean, it was significantly more than $10.
You both let somebody know they dropped some money.
Right. I mean, that's not I don't feel like that's doing good. So when you say doing good, I don't know. That should just be go out of your way, rescue kittens out of a burning building.
No,
it's that's to me, that's above and beyond. Otherwise, I think it's just you should be a good just do right.
I feel like I'm more susceptible. People might think I'm an angry person after I say this, but
it's all right. I'm an angry driver.
You are. I don't give a fuck about a lot of other the world. I'm more so concerned with my tribe.
Sure.
And my tribe, whatever that consists of, whether it's family or friends, my neighbors, people within close proximity, co-workers, things of that nature, I'm willing to take the shirt off my back to help whatever. You know what I mean? For instance, 2 days ago, trash come out. I put me and my neighbor's trash can back. Just because he's old as fuck. I'm going to look out for you, Mr. Bill, because he looks out for me. You know what I mean? That's my tribe. He's part of he's my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily looking to go save kittens or, volunteer to, go to Uganda and
build houses
and plant trees.
That's racist. That's racist.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm about tired of y'all niggas using Africa.
Outreach. I mean, Canada, you can go plant trees.
Yeah,
there's a whole,
use that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For my thought
shit.
process, you know what I'm saying? Because, here's the thing. I'm very close in ministry. These are things that people I know have done that I have opted out of because that's not for me. But I will take care of my tribe, whether that's family, friends, coworkers, the people within close proximity.
Gotcha.
So I'm very amped to do something, a good deed for them all day.
Yeah.
All day. I got them just like they got me. You could call on me no matter the hour. I got you. But stranger?
Fuck that yellow brick road.
I don't know you. What about you, D?
Me?
Yeah, Mr. Angry Driver. How apt are you to go do a good deed? Or are you doing good deeds because you recognize some of the fucked up deeds you've done? There's a difference. What's the motivation?
I do fucked up deeds now.
I mean, we've all done fucked up shit.
I wouldn't say
perfect.
I'm not.
That's the truth.
No, I'm not. I mean, I got my whatever.
Right.
No, I did. I had a good deed recently. I was driving to go get gas on my way home from work, and there was a young lady asked me if this fix a flat would fix her tire.
Mm-hmm.
And when I looked, I said, "No, that thing done."
Yeah.
I said, "Do you have a spare tire?" She said, "Yeah." So in essence, I take my shirt and tie off, and
Yeah.
I proceed to help. But then there's another gentleman who comes up, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I got your back here. I got this." Between the two of us, we changed his tire. Like it was like a pit crew. It was like, right? We were good. But yeah, that was a complete stranger.
Yeah.
I could have been like, "Yeah, you need a can to fix flat iron. I'm in the car. I'm out. I'm rolling." So yeah, I think I am amped to help people more per se naturally than it is anything else.
It's all situational.
I tried. Here, I'm gonna be honest. I tried to do something fucked up, and it made me feel so guilty. So I came into work the other day and I ate half of someone's sandwich, and I knew it wasn't mine.
So why'd you do it?
Yes.
Because I was just like
selfish.
Yeah, I wanted to see what it felt
like.
Where's
the accountability? You wanted to see what felt like.
I just wanted to be like, fuck.
See somebody else hurt?
Well, because they've eaten my sandwich before.
Oh, okay. So there's some motivation. So it's not that fucked up because
it's happened to me before. So it's just like
the person sandwich that ate.
I don't. So here's the thing. I didn't know particularly whose sandwich it was.
That's just wrong. Somebody gonna have a bad day today. Somebody gonna hit the fridge and not have lunch.
Yes,
I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
That's
you just did
it's one thing if it's this. It's one thing if you went after the sandwich eater. Yeah, fuck that person.
You can't just
I didn't
spoil it.
Nope.
He's spitting the soup like fuck it. If it ain't good for me, it's gonna be bad for everybody. What you mean? Like that's fucked up.
Took everybody's.
So how it played out was, I ate half the sandwich. I didn't eat the whole thing. I just ate half. And then
that was your justification.
Yeah, I only ate half. Then the dude was like, he went up and was like, "Oh, somebody ate half a sandwich," so he ate the full sandwich. Right. So then the other guy went up and was like, "Somebody ate my sandwich." So
you know what I'm learning? If I work at where he work at,
don't bring your lunch.
Don't bring your fucking lunch. Don't store it with everybody else's food.
Yeah, if you're gonna bring it,
it's rain season. Somebody get beat up over that.
Or just don't
shit.
bring sandwiches.
Yeah. If it's not my sandwich, I didn't bring.
So let me ask you this: do you share food openly?
Absolutely.
With who? At work?
With who?
Like your circle of friends.
I'm not big on eating off people, period. So
I mean, I usually I will have enough in that
let's
crib.
go in on a pizza.
Yeah.
We could do that.
You said we could go in.
I'm not eating. You eat my shit.
Yeah, D, I'm not gonna be like, you want a bite?
You want a bite? No.
There's people out there that take that bite though.
I know.
I mean, there are.
Yeah, I'm just.
So are you one of those? Are you one of those people?
Get the fuck out of town.
I mean, you brought it up. I'm
you
just
did.
I wanted to see.
I thought maybe you were trying to tell us something.
No.
And we didn't know about you.
No.
It
depends on the person. All day.
And I think it also is if it's a French fry. Like a French fry is one thing, but
are you a French fry?
You don't share milk.
Yeah, you don't share milk or a bite of my permanis sandwich.
Get your own.
Yeah, bro.
But it's different when it comes to your kids.
Listen, I ain't even.
I was gonna say when you go to the house, it's a wrap.
My son and I, he always he knows that I share with him. I share with him all the time. But there's sometimes where I want to eat what I want to eat. This little dude comes up talking. This is his favorite thing. If I don't announce here, have some, he'll say, "You always share with me, right, Dad?"
What you waiting on, nigga?
Come on, little dude. And I always share, but there's times where me and my son have actually had a conversation about this. I'll always share with my family, even if I don't want to or not. But you know what pisses you off? I don't know if this is for you, but what pisses me off is when I let you get a bite and you take something husky.
Oh yeah.
Nah. Don't take it's about percentages. Okay? If I got a half of a sandwich and you take 40% of it, I'm swole. You should have just got your own. You know what I'm saying?
To me that it's drinks. All right. So soda, I know it's bad. I know soda is bad.
Everybody got
right? I like Coke.
I'm not about to be bashing soda either. It's bomb.
I know, right? So
I don't drink it a lot.
I don't drink it a lot, but I like Coca-Cola. Yeah. All right. And they make these little 7.5 ounce cans, right?
You feel better about your life.
Just enough to hit it, right? Mm-hmm. Take the top off. So, my wife doesn't like to drink soda either, but she has no problem taking a sip of mine. And it's percentages. 7.5 ounces ain't a lot.
We're only working.
We're only working with 7.5 ounces.
This
much.
There's another one in the fridge. It's cold
just
too.
get your own.
And
Like,
if you feel guilty, I'll help you split it. But like and especially when you take the first sip and you come back and it's like, yo, there's less than 4
there's
ounces.
a science.
That's over 50% in your sip. Like,
I don't know if everybody else
there's
does
a
this,
science-
but like
yeah.
there is a science to like
science to
my
sampling.
portion of meal and the liquid I have. Like, as a grown ass man, I'm not gonna down all my liquid and leave nothing and eat my food. Like, I'm gonna eat, wash down, eat. 9 times out of 10, I finish eating and still have enough.
Just to
that
get
I
that
can
last
roll
taste
with.
out your mouth.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
to
how
me,
eating works. Like,
That's how it works.
That's how you eat.
yeah.
You eat the same way,
Yeah, eat and drink the same way.
You'll
yeah.
drink your own
you don't
and then
you
just-
finish your drink first?
bro. I'm a whole barbarian.
But you know you can get more drink. That's probably why he don't matter. He's a 2-cupper. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay,
So,
I might
like,
not
I'm
be
a 1 cup of dinner.
I'm a
Like,
one
I'm
cup.
1 cup.
I'm a big. Hold on. When I drink my drinks, I chug them.
You take larger drinks, like large gulps.
I didn't want to use that.
That's all right.
I didn't want to say I'm a big gulper.
The 7-Eleven's not a sponsor right now.
I was trying to avoid that, but I do enjoy like I'll eat a little bit, big drink, finish the plate, wash it down, we out.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like back and forth.
I know, but you had enough
Like-
beverage to finish your meal though.
Like
You know what I find
there's only
weird
like
as fuck?
There's only like two situations. Like it's like once in the beginning and then
At the end.
Our listeners, I want to know something. Do you guys eat and while the food is in your mouth, drink
depends
something?
on how hot it is.
I don't do it. I don't.
No, yeah,
It's
I'm with-
one or the other. It's never one and then add in some and then
Yeah,
no.
what are you like Joey Chestnut trying to eat the hot dog right around here?
It's
Dip it in
one or
water
the
and
other.
bun it?
I've
Nah,
never. I
yeah.
don't even know. Are you
Pass.
supposed like?
Pass.
I don't even know what you're supposed to do in that situation. Do you mix it or do you
It just
tuck
depends.
the liquid?
It depends.
I don't even fucking
It depends
know.
on
Like,
how hot the food is. Because if I bite it in my like that, it's,
I mean,
it's
yeah,
too hot.
reverse
So I
blow.
gotta go ahead
But
and wash
some
it down.
people-
You gotta hit that reverse blow.
You gotta.
some people like eat, tuck it, sip, whole thing right here. I don't understand that.
Maybe it like.
I don't understand that.
Your mouth science is off for me there, bro. I don't know.
Do you do 100 chews before you?
No.
It's like chomp 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 chomp.
It honestly depends on the food. Pizza doesn't get chewed many times.
I inhale pizza.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what it's there for, right?
Like
It's easily
it's
digestible.
disgusting the way I eat a piece of pizza, bro. I am not proud about that.
You're gonna have to film it.
Yeah, that might be bonus content.
Yeah.
I'll roll that
you'll
bitch
have
up,
to film You rolling it like a fucking burrito?
bruh, and then you get it all because you get the crust and the cheese all in one bite.
What if you can't roll it though? Like some pizza's not meant to be rolled,
I
bro.
got big hands, bro.
Like
figure
you
it out.
folding it at me. Like,
He's
that
a big-
has to be like a thin slice that's
That's
you
manageably-
can't fold like
Pizza
a Papa
Hut?
John or
Yeah.
Pizza Hut.
You folding
Like,
Domino's out here, bro?
You can't fold Domino's.
Yeah,
I mean,
nigga, so
you
you
can fold it in half. You can't roll it. Like,
Yeah, no, you got to do the.
that's too much work. It's too much
Deep out
work.
here with like raw cone pizza and shit. Like
Wrong, yeah, right?
You just need to eat a pepperoni roll and shut the fuck up. Stop eating pizza and just order pepperoni rolls.
Nah, bro. You the type of nigga that when you eat the pizza crust, huh?
I love pizza crust.
Ooh.
You eat all the pizza crust?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, what you mean?
Fucking
You probably like stuffed crust.
That is the worst shit ever.
Don't bring that juju in here, bro.
That is
want
the
that
worst shit ever.
I don't fuck with
Stuffed
stuffed
crust.
crust. Fuck no, it's too cheesy. Like it's just, I'm not a huge cheese guy either. I had a bad experience at the mall. I was out with the family. They tried to pull us in the back for a survey. Try some new string cheese. Fucked me up for life. For life.
How they pull you in the back to try some string?
I mean, all I did was follow suit. I'm young. I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, you didn't sign
They
up for
probably
that.
offer Mom Duke some bread, you feel me, or a
Yeah.
free box of some snacks. She got kids to feed. What is this shit they talking about?
That was
Looks
free?
like a gusher box. Nah, it's string cheese, and it was Horrible.
Did that product ever make it to market?
I don't remember it. And I don't eat string cheese to this day. Fucked me up for life. Scarred.
You fuck with string cheese?
I mean, like not. I don't. It's not on my staple
You're
list.
way-
I mean, I eat it if
Yeah,
it's
all right.
there,
Nah,
but I'm not like going to
never
buy
bought
it.
it. Never bought it.
It's. I don't have kids. I don't have kids. It's not on my shopping
It's
list.
not
Like
on your
string cheese ain't on my shopping list.
That's not his snack.
No, you eat goat cheese?
Goat cheese?
Yeah, you eat goat cheese?
No.
That's on my shopping list.
You eat goat cheese?
Yeah, it's bomb as shit.
See?
And string cheese too.
I mean, string cheese is good too, but like I don't go out and actively buy it. Now, if you're talking about like the little block of cheese in the pack that's like not string, but it's like pepper jack, I'll fuck that
I
up.
don't fucking none of that shit. That shit garbage. I'd rather just eat some jerky.
all up in
Snap
All
into
you
a
teeth,
Slim
don't give a
Jim. Let's
fuck.
go.
No, not Slim Jim. Like, and I rarely eat jerky either, but I would rather eat
Take
jerky than
Yo,
some
why,
Jack Link
why is
string
beef
cheese.
jerky so fucking expensive? You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like, you
a
go buy
crime.
you buy
It's a crime.
a good bag of jerky. It's like
$8.
$18.
Yeah, I mean the smallest pack is $8. For what?
By the
For
time I
what?
get in the car,
All
grab
For
a
some
handful.
dried ass beef.
All protein, right? Like who? Yeah, it's a monopoly. And the only other competitors is Slim Jim, right?
We only buy beef jerky when we go on road trips.
Yeah.
That's the only time I bring that shit around.
Seeds are a good road trip.
Shit, any
snack.
kind of trail mix.
We had a somebody asked, what was your favorite munchie?
Oh yeah, so this is a listener question that we've had for a minute, and it is what is your go-to, whatever meal snack to beat the munchies? How do you slay the munchies?
Gummies. I'm a gummy bandit. I'm not afraid to admit it.
That's
So,
it. That's your go-to.
Yes, all day.
Any type of gummy will do, or do you have a specific?
I mean, I have ones I favor over others, but for the most part,
what's the champion gummy then?
The ones with the A on the belly.
no,
What are they? Albinis?
Alberta,
Is that what those are?
Albanese.
Albanese. Hands down, best gummies on the fucking market.
Albanese is fire. I mean, Albanese is fire, but like,
You don't even know, nigga.
I mean,
You
because
hard, bro.
like,
you
I
like
prefer
you like a
certain
hard
gummies,
you like a
but-
hard gummy?
No, I don't like a hard gummy. I like it soft, but if it's hard, it's a different challenge. I still enjoy it. It's just a different challenge. Like, I guess my favorite, like, here's the thing. My favorite gummy is the gummy sharks that you get from the corner store. Like,
Only in the
that's
hood,
my
the blue-
that's my
the blue ones
favorite.
with
The
the white
blue
on
with
the
the white
belly.
bottom.
Blue and
Like,
white,
that's
that's
cool.
it,
Like,
that's it.
but I also like the little strawberries but not the strawberries that are gummy clear all the way around. The ones that have the
No, they look like strawberries with the white bottom.
Yeah.
with the white
with
back,
bottoms.
but not the bottom, the white back. I'm talking the flat dips. 'Cause
I
there's
got
those
you.
other
Yeah,
ones that
yeah,
have the
yeah,
white
bottom,
bottom, like,
but the back.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are like my favorites, but I'm not going to discriminate against an Albanese. I'm not Haribo, whatever it's called. You know what I mean? I don't even know the names, but I know what it look like. Like,
You see that gold pack? It's on.
You know.
You know, I beat the munchies by whatever the fuck's in the fridge at the time when they were taking effect.
Do you have a go-to though? If you had a choice,
Yeah, like if you had a staple, is there one to pick?
Obviously, I'm not going to the store to go get some gummies.
You know
just
what?
'cause.
Because like I'll fuck up some cereal. And that might be my
Okay.
munchie beater because
Yeah.
like cereal just sits on your belly different.
Yeah.
Pause. But
you
I'd be destroying my son's cereal. Like she be
Fucking
buying,
You destroying my son's free snacks. It's bad.
my wife be buying cereal by the boatload. I'd be up to grab it. We got
Slaying
seven.
it.
We got 7
What's your
boxes.
favorite
of,
cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Fuck with
Okay.
me.
CTC all
Awesome,
day.
baby.
I don't think I have a favorite cereal.
Followed by Crunch and Berries.
Wait, all Oops All Berries or Crunch Berries?
Not Captain Crunch and Berries.
Okay.
Not Oops All
Not
Berries.
Oops All Berries.
Peanut
No.
Butter Crunch.
Reese Cups is a strong third
Reese
for me.
Cups. I mean,
Yeah.
peanut
Okay.
butter cereal to me, I really haven't had peanut butter.
There's not a
cereal.
bad. I don't think there's a bad.
And then
one.
occasionally, if I come across it, I snag it every time I see it. A bag of King Vitamin.
Yeah, King
Takes
Vitamin
me
take you
right
back.
back.
Yeah.
If I see it, I grab it every time. Give me that.
A lot of me motherfuckers don't even know about King Vitamin.
King Vitamin, yeah, no,
The mask
they
on the
don't.
back.
That's it, the mask, right?
If your roof of your mouth wasn't cut the fuck up after you was eating
King Vitamin.
it,
You want to eat
You weren't
King
doing it
Vitamin.
That's it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. What else we got? Did y'all peep J. Cole's album?
I've listened. I'm trying to give the man 1 million streams by myself.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was
You
pretty
liked it?
good. I liked it. I
And he
mean,
still got to grow on me.
I don't know. I have been waiting for it
Yeah.
since KOD came out. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I've been anticipating it. So I was pleased with it. Some folks I know.
I'm not pleased with it, but I wasn't wowed just yet.
I think maybe partly for the anticipation, you know, because I've just been like waiting for a new Cole album.
You got a favorite track?
I-95 slaps, bro.
That's the first track.
First
though.
track off the jump.
See,
Like
yeah,
like it hit, it slapped, it goes. And then I like
And it took you back.
and I can't think of the name of it, but it's Let Go My Hand.
Uh-huh.
I like that track too.
Yeah.
And he's got some good there's some good lines in it,
Like,
and some good wordplay.
to
I will say though that
Uh-huh.
like, all right, so Cole built that reputation on like went platinum, no features. There's a lot of features on this album
I'm
but I think
glad.
you earn it at some point. So
Yeah.
that's all.
He said that in a little interview I seen, don't mistake me or whatever. He said something about being more open to doing more features.
Yeah.
So
I could see
was,
that.
Yeah, I
Like,
was definitely surprised by that. And I like the one with
because he
with him
features on
and,
a lot of artists or has, in
the one
past.
with him and 21 Savage.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that one.
They said to unpopular opinion, I'm starting to like. I like Cole. I like J. Cole. I've always liked him because it takes me back to the roots of what I fell in love with in hip hop is bars.
Sure.
Right. So I know that he's given me that. But the reason I need more songs like I-95 than just one.
I got you.
Like that's the stuff that moves me.
You want bangers, right?
Yeah.
But once you get those artists and those features up, maybe that's when the
And I think that is-
But
Because-
he had credible people on there. I just
Right.
still the song wasn't quite.
I don't know. I'm not in the music business. I don't get it.
I mean, I'm just
I-
saying,
I
like
enjoy the work
personally,
that you put out.
I respect Cole. Like y'all know what he do. He can hold his own against anybody. But when it comes to creating an album, I was a little disappointed. And I feel like now I have to look at it from the lens of depends on my mood. I'm looking for those songs now that cater to a certain mood that I be in. And I won't catch it until I'm in a mood and it's rolling and it hits me. You know what I'm saying? Because
sure.
it doesn't from track 2 on. Yeah, there's some things in there, but I just feel like I'm looking for more I-95 than
That's always like, and I feel you there because I felt like there's sometimes like in some Lil Wayne albums that come out where I'll be like, I love like Lil Wayne. That was like the soundtrack.
Mhm.
And there'll be some times where I'm like, yeah, I wish there was more tracks like this on his album.
yes.
Yeah, so I can
Yeah.
respect that. Absolutely. That's a good point.
I think they said Nicki came out with an album. I'm not a fan of I'm a fan of Nicki. I don't buy her shit. I don't,
It was what I heard. Drake and Lil Wayne.
Did you
I
catch
was-
anything
I
off
did.
it? How was it?
I liked it.
Okay.
I was actually bumping it.
Okay, bet.
I'm gonna give it a shot when we get out of here and but I haven't given it a shot. But okay, I guess I wanted to touch on something, fellas, that is a little deep to my heart, and it's something that has been gaining a lot more perspective as the days go on, being with my personal life, work life, relationships. How do you guys feel about where your circle is now? Have you guys noticed the evolution of your inner circle as to your outer circle? What does that look like? And also, are you open to adding other people? Do you may want to subtract yourself from certain people? Like, how does your day-to-day now affect your inner circle? Your tribe? Are there people that, for me personally, there's people that now have been pushed out of that bullseye realm.
Yeah, right. Because all right. So that would be my first thing that I would say is if we're looking at this target of friends,
Mhm.
right? There's definitely the bullseye inner
Yeah.
circle, but there are different rings that you have like close.
Yeah.
And I do think people can, at different times in your life, people can move on those rings. They can, move out of the bullseye.
Some people moved you out.
right? Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
even
not
know.
by choice.
You didn't even realize
right?
it.
You didn't even fucking know.
I think some
Yeah,
people
no idea.
can move in. You know, you
Mhm.
can move people
Mhm.
into your bullseye or in closer rings. You know, and I think some people don't even make the target. Like, you know, there's some people
Yeah.
at work that I'm polite to that
Mhm.
would probably say we're friendly,
Mhm.
but I wouldn't consider them friends. They're not on the target.
Yeah.
Like, we're civil because we work together, and I can't punch you in the throat or I will lose my main source of income. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Whereas, like, I could tell a friend, "Hey, I'd like to punch you in the throat, but you're my friend." You know what I mean? Like
Or I
pissing
could
me
be
off
like,
right
hey,
now.
come here.
Yeah,
Front
right.
chop.
And it'd be cool, like, you know.
It'd be
but
okay.
but you know what I mean? So, like, I do think that, like, at certain times in your life, in certain circumstances, absolutely, I think people can, you know, whether by choice or not, can move out in and out of your circles of friendship. Absolutely. I think it gets harder as you get older to move people into that bullseye for sure. Because, you know, it takes time to build trust and
Yeah.
deep friendships and
Right.
things like that. In my opinion, some people
Yeah,
maybe
some people can do
can
it
build
easier,
a lot
quicker than
faster.
others, yeah.
But then it's like, how do you find friends as an adult? Like,
Yeah,
you know, like,
everyone's
what do you
kinda
like?
pretty
Go
much in
play
their
adult
system.
soccer league, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
get out
So
to
actually,
do something.
yeah, to speak on how do you find friends as an adult, I was talking about this the other night with another soccer parent. I said, when I moved into the area I moved into, my biggest fear was like, you know, not having anyone around or like that group. And I was talking to an old coworker, and he said, "Man, just relax. Your kid's gonna make friends, and then that's who you're gonna ultimately become friends with." And sure enough, you know, the kids that my son hangs out with, I end up hanging out with their parents because
what happens if those people are assholes? Though? That's what I'm
I mean,
afraid of. Like,
you gotta figure it out. You
yeah,
gotta,
okay.
you know what I
it
mean?
goes back to fake the funk. You know, sometimes you gotta show the face. Sometimes you gotta. I mean, it's all subjective.
Yeah,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? And
Right.
I'm not supposed to like everybody my son's friends with, parents.
No,
I'm not going to.
But I gotta give you a equal opportunity, right? Because I'm stuck in my ways. I have my beliefs. I have my ignorances, right? So at the same time, I have to be willing to give you that same respect and space too to express yours, right?
Mhm.
But as they go on, then they continue to you know, like any other relationship, it gets stronger. You build a bond and so on and so forth. So as you make those as as you make friends as an adult, ultimately, I think a lot of that came from the interactions my kid has. So I'm excited to see my next one coming up in line, what type of friends he hangs out
Yeah.
with, because there's such a gap between the two of them.
Mhm.
But yeah, as far as like talking about the rings or you know just the bullseye as your friends, I found out with myself. I joke about it, but I almost ultimately have like two sets of friends. It's kind of fucked up, but at the
Why?
same
Why is it
time,
fucked up?
I don't know because it's like
You feel like you cheating on one?
you know,
Do you let your friend groups mix?
Are you two different people?
yeah,
Mm.
no, I do not let my friends.
So you are cheating. Is that what the guilt
Well,
factor here? I'm not the like
no. Do we mix? I mean, yeah, no, not really. No,
would you? Do you keep them separate for a reason, or would you be opposed to your friend groups? Your two different
no.
groups.
Ultimately, you know, y'all niggas gonna all have to get along at a certain point. You know, when y'all all show up and everybody comes to whatever gathering that may be. But for the most part, I mean, it's just you just have different dynamics, and because of that, it's just literally like we have the crew, and then like outside of the crew, and a couple other tight knit friends. Maybe not as tight as we are with the crew, but at the same time, I still hold the opinions, value, and respect. You know, at a certain level.
So are those people on a whole different target, or are they just further out in the ranks?
No, I don't know if I can look at this analogy as a
Because,
target
like,
per
who's your
se.
best friend in the other friend circle? That's what I'm curious about.
Who,
Because I need to know this.
who's my best friend in the other friend circle?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have another best friend.
So,
I just said I have 2 sets of friends.
Okay.
So in the other set,
In the other set.
Do I have a best friend?
Yeah.
In the other set?
Yeah.
Again, I only have one best friend. And that is you, Romero. Okay.
I'm about to say
He said, nah, nigga, so tell me. No, you are my best friend. Yes.
I'm just curious.
That's it. But
so would you say then that they're more so it's not 2 different targets?
no, it's not 2 different targets, but they're also not as in the ring analogy. I don't know if I could relate it to that because we're not just as, again, if you call me or I call you and, I'm there. There's no questions asked, right? So I'm not going to be like, oh, well, you're on the outer edge of the ring, right? But then there was people like in the crew that, we know how they are, but yet it seemed to seem like you could take me from that center bullseye target and stick me on the back of the page, right?
Mhm.
So because of that, it's like I didn't know
That was like plausible.
that was plausible because in my inner circle, like again, this is about accepting everybody for who they are.
Yeah.
So I know that about you. I know that about your
Mhm.
character trait.
Mm-hmm.
I have accepted that.
Mm-hmm.
But to be received on the opposite end makes me kind of be like, well, fuck. Well, I have to reevaluate all of my friends because the way this one plays, it just plays out. It played out differently, and I just was like, and we'll talk about it. We'll bring it to light. We'll bring it to the table. Nothing major, but again, I've accepted that.
I think the biggest thing though about it is in those situations, you said we'll talk about it. We'll bring it to the table. If you're willing to have a conversation, that's all that sometimes it takes to keep that tether connected.
Yeah.
But if you're not willing to even converse, it makes you question how strong that tether originally even was. If you can get what I'm saying.
No, I do.
If I gave you enough respect, and I would think in my head this entire time, you give me that same respect until you realize you don't.
And I think too, like that there's analogies there with the friends that like, if I don't talk to you for 3 weeks,
it doesn't fucking matter.
We pick up right back. Same with you. If I don't see you for a month, the next time I see you, it's gonna go right back to
right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? If I didn't see you for a year, either of you,
again,
you know what I mean?
Because you don't like take
that tether is there,
right? That tether's there,
in and out, right?
You know what I mean?
We're not moving.
Yes,
Positions.
so
still in there.
I do think though that, but like, let's say I didn't see you guys for a year. We didn't talk for whatever reason, whatever. That tether would have been stretched, right? Because you'd be like hanging out with whoever, that tether gets stretched. But when you pick back up, that.
I was going to say it's the spring action.
So the spring action.
How strong is that spring action? That bounce back.
That's part of it too.
That snap back.
So you could be, you can be in the center in the bullseye and tethered. And that tether roams because life gets in the way or whatever happens. But if it's strong, that spring action has been strong when you developed it.
Do you have any relationships like that right now?
I definitely do.
I for sure do. Yeah. People that I would like to think that, you call and you could pick right back up and get back to that very close. Absolutely. Yeah. I think everybody, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I think a lot of people would say that
especially
they're in that situation.
once, even when it came to,
hell, I know before I moved to the city with you, it was like that. We wouldn't talk about
decisions happening.
Bro, absolutely.
And so because of that, there's a dynamic that can change. I feel like you were just probably about to say, everybody should have. There's people you used to talk to a lot. There's people you didn't used to talk to a lot, based upon
whatever
plethora of reasons, job, location, status.
Whatever.
I know when I got married, things changed. I know when I decided to focus on bettering my life as far as the goals, chasing the goals that I had, other people have, fell to the outside, fell further away from the bullseye on the target list. Naturally, if you switch jobs.
Yeah, I can see that. And again, life is all about the relationships, regardless of good, bad, ugly. You don't take somebody was like, I'm done taking L's. They're all learning experiences,
I
right?
seen that. Yeah, I seen
Like,
that too.
I'm not taking L's no more.
Yeah,
No
it's
more
all,
L's.
it's just a learning.
It's
like,
a learning experience.
That's
So
all it is. And I think that equates to you live and you learn, but not being shocked by anything. Learn something from it. Look at it from an objective lens. You can be mad, take the emotion out, learn from it. Everything is a lesson. You find shit out every day.
yeah. And then you really find out more shit about yourself because as much as you may be hurt, upset, pissed off, angry, betrayed, whatever it may be, but if you're still willing to have that talk, move forward, you know what I mean? You really found another level that you didn't know existed because you were willing to do this, right?
Right.
Like you've
Right.
tried. So again, but it's funny, man, because relationships, they're that's the main factor in life, right? Like it's all about the relationships you have. No matter how much money you have or you don't have, you can be broke as fuck, but if you got a strong relationship with
You rich.
someone,
You rich.
you're laughing every time. Don't matter what's going on around you, but the moment you pick up a phone or hang out, you know, everybody's cracking the fuck up.
Right. Right.
But I'm sorry, I can't put a price on that.
Right. You can't.
I value that, you know. So
Take us out with that.
well, with that being said, I was watching SportsCenter the other day, and Kyrie Irving hopped on, and he was doing his press conference, and he was talking about how, you know, there's a lot going on in the world right now and over in Israel and the Palestinians,
Yeah.
and I want to take our time and our platform, whatever it may be, to talk about that. It's not right. At the end of the day, our main topic was accepting people for who they are, you know, accepting your own accountability. But at the end of the day, we are all human beings, people. Like, you have to learn to love one another. Let people be who they are.
Love
Try
gotta
something
conquer it all.
different.
That's
But
it.
we can't continue to have this and just sit on the sideline while they're killing babies and children and generations. Like, come on, man. This
I
is
don't
this
know,
sad.
man. I
This
don't
is
know.
sad.
I don't know who's right or who's wrong. So
It's not about right or wrong. It's about the fact that
You
there's
said
innocent
it's not
people
right.
dying.
So it is about right or wrong. But I don't know who's right or wrong.
Yeah, fuck who's right or wrong. Like, let's
Should they be beefing? I don't know. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, no one should be beefing. We shouldn't have had wars. We shouldn't have dropped bombs. But like, that's the reality of it. And I don't know why they're fighting. And it sucks that innocent people are losing their lives because of a casualty of war.
Mhm.
But it's hard for me to speak on it because I don't know enough about why they're beefing to give it an honest lens.
Yeah, okay.
Because if China wants to invade a country, I feel like that country should do whatever it takes to not let that happen. And if that is, you're gonna say somebody you can't stand up for yourself?
Again, I don't know. Yeah. I just want to take time to talk about that situation and just
It's crazy, but
It's
I don't know.
try
It's
to
layered. It's been going on for thousands
I was
of
gonna
years.
say because
you
the
know what I
Middle
mean?
East
Like,
is that's their war.
but it-
the
but-
Israeli and Palestinians. I mean, that's biblical stuff. Like it's
I
gone.
get it, but like,
Yeah.
come
No,
on.
but I agree. I think what Dee's trying to say is live and let live, right?
That's it.
Like that's
I mean,
that's
yeah,
what it
you
is,
should.
right? Live your life, let others live their lives, and
But when they don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Again, guys, just love someone.
Yeah.
That's what I got to say. That's how I'm gonna close my part out. And I love you too, knuckleheads.
Same here. My words of wisdom for the week: take care of yourself. Take care of each other.
I'm gonna say this. Obviously, love one another as you want to be loved. But mind your fucking business. Quit being so goddamn sensitive. Like everybody has a chip on their fucking shoulders, something to prove.
Nobody
Like,
owe you shit.
chill out. Chill out. Everybody, chill out.
And check us out on Instagram. You know, wherever we podcast.
You already know.
We see y'all following. Thank you.
Yes, thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support.
See you next time.
Hold up, baby. fucking with that ticket, you be